No.
Hi, it's Alex from the
No.
Well Carrier Child. This is the 5th video in my budget carrier video
No.
series. I have a little helper this time, so we'll see if I have to do this again. This video is going to be about taking the plunge, the splurge, the thrill of purchasing a high-end carrier. So you've finally decided to do it. This might be your second or your third carrier, but why it's okay to do this. Why it's okay to say, okay, I'm going to have a new budget now, and this is what I'm looking for with my new budget. So if you want to talk about budget, go back and watch my first video, the things to think about when you're putting your budget together. And this might be something that you grow into. Okay, so this is usually going to apply to a high-end, limited edition, wrap conversion carriers a lot of times. The standards have changed, so for example, you used to be able to own a really special wrap, and if you didn't like wrapping with it, you could have it converted into a buckle carrier ring sling. Now it's harder because of the testing standards, which I also talk about in the budget video. So first of all, what are wrap conversion carriers? A wrap conversion carrier is when you take a wrap and somebody, you or a small business, might make it into a buckle carrier or a ring sling or a May-dye. Usually this is a wrap that is very special to your heart. You can also make it into other things, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But they are a lot of times more supportive and softer than a cotton-based buckle carrier like a Tula or a Kinderback, for example. And those companies also make wrap conversion carriers. So why should you do this? These are the carriers that make you feel beautiful. I will never forget my second child. She was a happy spitter. So she knew the day that I washed my hair. Every single time I washed my hair, I'd nurse her, I'd get ready to put her in the carrier, I'd wait 25 minutes so she wouldn't spit up on me, I'd get my woven wrap ready, I'd put her on my back, and she would vomit on my neck. But you know what? When we went out, nobody cared about the vomit on my shirt or the vomit on my neck. They were looking at how beautiful my carrier was and how cute my baby was. So it made me feel like a person to have a really beautiful carrier. Personality. I happen to really love sea turtles. I have several carriers with sea turtles on them. It just happens to be something that I look for. Everyone has it. And you can find that in your special splurge carrier. So practically, there are some reasons why. I'm going to go over those really quickly. If you have multiple kids, you're going to use it for more than one kid. You can carry your kids in these a long time because they're going to be a little more supportive. So the heavier your child gets, you don't have to worry about a thinner cotton if it's a wrap conversion. Some of these carriers, the May-dyes and the woven wraps, are great for tandem carries. And they're made of different fibers. So one of my favorite fibers is hemp. It's really great for heavy kids. I also have a silk carrier that's really soft that I love for carrying newborns. But there are all sorts of fibers out there. So just think about going into your closet and touching all of the sweaters that you have. All those fibers, they're also in carriers. And if you have one that feels really soft on your skin, you can use that to your advantage, and you can be like, man, this makes me feel really soft and it makes me feel loved when I use this carrier. So that's why you should take the splurge and buy maybe above your budget carrier. If you need help finding that carrier, let me know. I'd be glad to help you find it. My next video is going to be what you can do after you have used your carriers. There's so many cool things out there, guys. They carry so many sentiments and feelings of love. So follow me on Facebook and Instagram, The Well Carrier Child, and I would love to hear what your splurge carrier is. Even if you can't afford it right now, what do you want to buy if you could? Thanks for listening, and have a great afternoon.